Okay, so in order to make things easy, okay, I want to design a very simple example. I want to reuse the example we did for the software engineering class. Okay, for the software engineering class, we showed student a very early day project in the very first, like 10 years ago. We had this class. That class was 480. Okay, right now it's 4800. And one of the teams they did a project very simple, but I like the idea called $5 or the budget. Okay, the budget side. So the problem they're trying to solve is that in almost at lunchtime. Okay, I want to buy something to eat. Okay, I want to see what I can get under $5. But obviously, this was back in 2015. I think $5 you can still get a lot of things. Okay, today I think not many options. Probably just a cup of coffee or one something in Starbucks. All right. However, at that time you can see the team actually went to the campus to find all the food menus. Actually, they input all the items there, very detailed items. Okay, and then you just give a maximum budget, and then they will return you all the things you can buy under that budget. So that's what they have built for that too with a web service. Okay, so we're gonna basically reuse that idea. These are the four guys at that time. They probably work somewhere. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is this. Okay, I'll do something extremely simple. Okay, so if you think about this is the UI, all right, so that's the screen. Okay, and maybe we will start with some kind of maybe some logo, just like what we did last time. Okay, there's a logo. All right, and all you need are just a input and a button to search. And then you need to have somewhere to show the results. That's it. I want to keep it really simple, so we focus on the functionality. All right, so let's try to build a UI first, since we already just learned the UI. Okay, so I already recreate a new app. Okay, I will start from the very beginning. Okay, just make sure everything is working. I'll run this one here. All right, so this app is up and running. All right, so let's make some changes as a review, right? So we talk about scaffold, where you change the title. I'm just modify the title right here. Okay, so $5 lunch. Okay, save that, and that change the title, and then following the design. Okay, a logo here. Mhm. So that's at the top. Okay, so we will probably need um, you can do an image, you can do a text, maybe image will look more interesting. So I don't know what we can get by doing this, but let's just search. Okay, we'll do a $5 new, and we'll get something more generic. Okay, um, right. So maybe this one looks good. Okay, so what I would do is I'll cut. Oh no, this is not. Let me find just a pure web background. Okay, so okay, I'll do this one. I'll just cut that image. Okay. Um, it's not very colorful. Maybe this one. I'll just cut it. Um, yeah, I mean we'll get a little bit of cup. Okay. Yeah, not the best design, but anyway, so I'll just use this one for now. Okay. A little image here. And then this time I want to show you you can put the image locally, right? So what I will do is let's find out that image right here. So this will be our logo. All right. So what you need to do is you have to put that somewhere under this Flutter. And then in fact, this YAML file here well tells you where do you put all the assets. So they said if you want to add those assets, okay, so you have to uncomment out this one. All right. And then you need to put it somewhere like a folder, okay, like images, something like this. So um, let's maybe do a folder. We'll just follow that as images. I'll just copy that logo file over. And then this one is called logo.png. All right. So going back here, I think we're gonna do something called an image. Okay. All right. And then something called an assets. Let me see if this is correct. Okay. I can't um, guarantee this one will work, but This is what I remember. Okay, so we put the image. Okay, and you save this one. Oh, it already showed up, so that's perfect. Okay, that's what we want. All right, so pretty simple. All right, but same process. If you just ask AI, they can tell you the same thing. Okay, so this is the image. Last time we did the image dot network where you provide a URL, right? Okay, so after that, we will go with our design. Okay, so that's gonna be the input box, basically input string, and then there's a search button. Okay, so we did that last time. So the input is something called Flutter text field. All right, so we did this last time. I'll just copy the same thing. It's right here. All right, and we don't need to secure the tags. And this one we'll call it budget. Save. All right, that's our budget. And we need the button, the alleviated button. And the child is just a text. Okay, let me break the line, make it clear. So this is going to be a text. We'll do search. All right, a search button right here. And finally, you show the results. Result, I can just use the text. I'll keep this one as the results. Okay, so results are showing here. All right, so I don't need this one anymore. I'll delete that one. And I don't need a floating action button. Let me just delete that one. Just keep it simple. All right. And how can I not showing this? What is this thing? Mm. Okay. All right. So that one is gone. All right. Just a very simple UI here. If you want to make it a little bit better, I think adding some margin will be nice, like the budget thing. Sorry, the input box, this one. I showed you last time you could add a container to make some margin, right? So container had a child. These are just all review, okay? So you should already seen and done this one. All right. So we have something called a margin, and I'll do a margin for 10. So save that. As you can see, we have some little bit space here. All right, so that's what we do. And for the image, if you think this is too big, you can also turn that into something smaller. All right, so yeah, some very basic UI here. I'm gonna pause here. Okay, I'm not gonna polish too that much. And if you ask me what else improve the background, okay, the image here has a white background, but the body here, the background is a little bit colorful, right? So we can change that background to white. So that part, I can't remember how to do that. So very small thing like this, okay, just go. So how to change the background color of a Flutter um, scarfold body, something like this. The body area and oh, they just say background color. Okay, let's try this. Very simple. So I think they said this is, the same level as body right here. Okay, that's how you do it. Yep, that's how you change it. And then I think this one we just need to change the white. All right, so that's how you can, I mean, it's not the best, but at least it fits with the image. Okay, but a little bit small things, go Google, sorry, Google, not Google, but AI to figure it out.